Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am back with part 2 of this mini quilt that I made using one of my charm packs. Vintage Garden it was called. They are sold out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out the playlist to watch part 1. The playlist link is in the description of this video. It will also pop up on the end screen. And I put together this, I'm calling it Charm Bars quilt top. I took charm packs, 5-inch squares, cut them in half, and we did this. Again, go watch the other video. So these are sold out, which is great. Now what I'm going to do is send you to my store. I'm going to link you directly to my 5-inch squares. I have a lot of other things there, but I'll link you to the 5-inch squares. I do have, I can't remember how many, some packs of 100 5-inch squares with no duplicates, but you know there's 100 of them, so the pack is bigger, but it gives you more squares. And then I think I have 1 or 2 with 60 something, 68, and then I have some with less, but you could mix and match. We did 48 5-inch squares for this one, and you know it's going to be smaller after I put it together, but I think it's really cute, and it'll be a good lap quilt, or again, I'm always fond of quilts for your pets. What else did I want to tell you? When I left off, I was going to finish all these blocks, and I did. I had to trim mine down to 8 inches because I had 2 that's all I could get out of them. So I think that's a good size, and that's probably what you'll need to do too. I tried to trim evenly on all sides, like, take some off both this way and then that way. I wasn't too fussy about it. And I did have to pick a piece out. I had one piece that had 2 of the same bars in that piece. Well, let me show you, had 2 of the same bars, not in the same place, but like there, and it was the same. And I just picked out that bar and swapped it out for another one. I didn't have to take everything apart. If you ever want to see how to do that, and you can't let me know because I don't have comments on. But you know what you can do? Become a free patron on my Patreon, and you can contact me in there. You can leave me questions and say, how do you pick it out? If it's already put together, how do you get just that piece out? So yeah, become a free patron, and you can contact me from inside there. I just don't like it on YouTube because it's just too much for me to monitor. I have 2 options that I liked. I could rag this. I could cut some 7-inch squares of batting, and I was going to use muslin. I would use muslin for the backing just because I can, and rag it. Not thrilled with that because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do all the snipping, cutting the other pieces, the batting and the backing. I just wasn't prepared for that. And then, of course, the other option is just to sew all this together, and that's what I'm going to be doing. But I do want to finish it as a mini quilt, not just the quilt top. That's what my goal is. But again, that's extra work. I would probably do the kind where it's like right sides together with the batting, and then you turn it. So I would just sew all the way around, leave a space, turn it, and then, sew up that space. But I don't want to do any quilting. I just don't want to. And, it's kind of big, so I'm undecided if I'm even going to put batting. I don't know. I could just back it. I wish I had flannel here. See, I'm just thinking all out loud. Or I could do it with the batting and list it on eBay as you have to finish the quilting. You have to quilt it somehow. Unless maybe I could just, go on each side of the ditch. I don't like to stitch in the ditch because I miss the ditch. So I like to stitch outside the ditch. We'll figure it out. Here's what I'm going to do for right now. I'm going to put all of this together. I'm going to do 4 rows first, and then I'll sew those together. And I'll show you what it looks like. this is what we have. Oh, I need to measure it. Let me do that right now. This is just the top so far. It is, well, let's start with the width. 23 this way and 30 inches tall. So here's the deal. I do want to finish it, but I spent a lot of time on this already today by doing all the blocks, finishing them, trimming them, all that stuff, and now I just sewed them. So there's going to be a part 3, and I have a couple of ideas in my head as to how I want to finish it, and I do want to think those through. But I also want to show you some packs that have 5-inch squares with no duplicates. I jotted down some notes here. This is 100 5-inch squares. It's number 5277, and no duplicates in this baby. And these are squares that I cut. This is number 5366. It's bandana and blender. It's got, this one has 68 pieces. I have 6 of these right now. I have 2 of these left. 6 of these, 5366. There is, I believe, oh no, I think there's duplicates in this one. Let me look real quick. I think you get 2 of each. Yes, I believe there's, I can't remember. I don't want to say things, I might say it wrong. But I think there's 34 bandana, 2 each of 17 colors, and then the same with the blenders. But anyway, you can go check those out. I did think there was no duplicates, but I'm quite sure there is. This one, 54.91. No duplicates in this. And I have, how many do I have? I think I have just 3 total, maybe 2. I can't remember, and I didn't jot that down. This is all tone on tone. You've seen me use some of these. You can see it's all tone on tone. I think this one has 11 or 12 different colorways. Again, all the info you need is in the description. So go look for these. This is $54.91, in case I didn't say that 20 times already. And I don't know. I don't want to mention my couple of ideas, but I'm really liking this. I think it's super sweet. It looks very, very scrappy. And don't worry if some of your bars are crooked. Mine are. That adds to the scrappiness. You can always, you know, add those adjectives to your quilt. It's a wonky quilt. It's a scrappy quilt. It's a scrappy, wonky, charm pack bars quilt. Use all the adjectives you need to make it as though it's intended that way. It's intended to be that way. I really like it. I'd love to do this again with different prints. It's very vintage looking. You know, it looks like something Grandma would have made way back when. Okay, part number 3 coming up. There might be something in between that, and I just don't have time right now to pull out the muslin. I do believe I want to use muslin for the backing. I love muslin so much, and I need it in my life. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. And do come back, because this will be on eBay when it's done, starting at 1 penny free shipping for USA. Outside USA would have to pay shipping, but I want this to go to a good home, and you can do with it whatever you want. Bye.